Well, it was recording. Thank you for joining
Oh,
again.
oh my goodness. I want to get you.
Thank you so
You've been
much.
hiding. You've been hiding.
Wow, I haven't been hiding.
Okay. All right. Glad to see you. Thank you.
Yes, glad to see you. Oh, there she is. Hey, Kelly. Hey, Keisha.
Hi, why am I on camera? I'm
That's
taking
right.
myself
Yep.
off. Hi.
Hey.
That's a
Oh
cute
my
pop-up
goodness.
too. Oh, wow.
He just wants to sit in my lap. This is
Yes.
God's trying to show me what it will be like if I have children
Yep.
bothering me all day.
Oh my goodness. Let me tell you, actually, let me tell y'all what just happened. Okay, because this is wild. I've never experienced anything like this. So this morning, the day started off normal. Everything was great. Showered, got ready. Fantastic. Middle of the day, all of a sudden, there's a bee in the bathroom. Okay, normal. Get the bee out. Get it out of there. Don't want to, be using the bathroom in a very vulnerable position and then have a bee come in. And no, that's pretty
Yeah.
vulnerable.
Well, he can have the whole house. Go ahead.
Yeah,
It's all yours.
exactly. Right. So then I got that bee out. Then all of a sudden, actually, I just finished sweeping up about 20 different bees from inside the house.
What?
Oh,
Yes.
Mm.
Yes, there were like 8 in the bathroom, like 5 in the living room, 7
What?
in the kitchen. It was wild. I actually had someone come out and take a look, and they're like, "We don't see a hive." I was like,
Oh.
what is going on?
Yeah.
What is this?
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Yes, I had some misbehaving bees apparently.
Misbehaving.
Oh,
I'm
wow.
sorry.
You straight up, you got a plague going on in your house, Tommy. You
Yeah.
got a plague.
Look,
You got to go repent on something.
I know, right? I need to go ahead and just get a Bible or something and
Right.
get some sage as well.
Did they say it was coming through your vents or something?
Well, we actually had a guy come out and he was looking around the house and he saw like a lot of different holes where bees can get in.
Mm.
So he was thinking that they were, I guess this is like swarming season where they're swarming, looking to
Oh
find a
no.
place to create their
Mm.
whole hive and whatnot.
Mm-mm.
So I guess they found a little cozy place where they can kind of gather in the attic and then apparently in my
Oh yeah.
house.
Well,
Yeah.
good luck on handling that. Wow.
Well, I think I'm just going to just put up a rent sign and be like, if you come in, you got to pay this amount of money. Hopefully that'll deter
Yeah,
them.
but they're gonna pay you in they're gonna pay you in honey, okay?
Yeah, honey instead of the money.
Well, I mean, honey is good, but I can't pay my rent with it. So I'm gonna need some cash. I can buy honey later if I need
Yeah.
to. Yes. Oh, I see you have some more people coming in. Mardia, Sean. Oh, Camilla, Marcy. Oh my gosh, Carlos. Welcome, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for joining. We're going to give it a couple more minutes. Well, I guess like 2 more minutes, around 6:05. Then I'll go ahead and get started as people are joining in. But feel free to unmute yourselves, say hi if you want to jump in the chat. How are you doing? Where are you guys located? Hopefully the weather is really good where you are. I know some people up north are dealing with some snow. So I
I mean,
apologize for that, but thank you so much for keeping that up there.
I'm in California, but it is cloudy right now. It's not sunny.
It's not sunny. Ooh, we got the overcast.
Yeah.
Man.
Mm-hmm.
We
Yeah.
can definitely use some rain down here too, actually.
Yeah.
Hoping for some rain. There's a lot of pollen going on and my allergies are not
Mhm. Yeah.
not
And
satisfied. Nah.
exactly.
Hi, Carlos over here. I'm in California as well, so I see the
All
rain for the
right.
first time in a while. So
Hey Carlos, how are you doing today?
doing great. How are you? Looking forward to learning from you.
Yes, yes, awesome. Thank you so much for joining in, Carlos. I really appreciate that. Oh, Camilla in Tennessee. Nice. Ooh, I like Tennessee. I don't know if anyone has been to any of the cabins there in Tennessee. I've been there once, and like I think it's called like Pigeon Forest or something like that, or Forge. Yes.
Yo, I
Gosh.
stayed there too, Tommy. It was insane. Except
Yes.
for we found out that it was a dry county and it took a while. It was in Gatlinburg?
We actually ended up going towards Gatlinburg, but we weren't in Gatlinburg.
Yeah, like I was young. I was really young, and they were like, I was like, can I have a glass of wine? They're like, no, it's a dry county. I was like, I don't get it. So then they showed me, they're like, well, you can have fruit wine. I was like, I said, still like,
Wait, what? Don't they have like the moonshine distillery there in Gatlinburg?
you got to be in the right county. That's the same, like,
Oh.
that's the same as Texas, you know?
Oh, wow. Okay. I didn't know that. And
I
apparently,
did some moonshine maraschino cherries though that were bomb.
yes,
Yeah, you
yes,
got
those
those?
are good. Yes, those are good. I don't drink like that though, guys. Just letting you know, but those were good.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, right.
And Kelly, that's a good idea with them cherries.
Yes, those are really, really good. Oh, it is 6:05. And yes, it is beautiful there, Camilla. It's definitely beautiful. So it's 6:05. So I'd go ahead and get started. But
Yeah,
before
you're up
I
late.
do,
You're
I
up
know.
late. Right, because it's what time is it there?
It's only 6:05 here.
Okay, got you. All right.
Yeah, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. But before I do start, I'm going to ask just one favor of everybody. Oh, Shamim, how's it going, man? I see you jumping in. I'm going to ask this if everyone could actually jump on camera so we can all just take like a group picture, if that's okay. I would definitely really
Oh
appreciate that.
my.
I look
I'm turning
terrible,
my
man.
camera
I gotta
off.
get a haircut.
Yeah,
Well, I don't have a haircut either.
Keisha is looking nice in her setup, but hey, I'm not ready for that.
Yeah, Tommy, I'm sorry. I'm not ready either.
No,
Yeah, I'm not.
oh
I
man.
ain't ready.
Okay, well, next
Tommy,
time.
you set us up,
Yeah,
Tommy.
let us know next time.
I'm
so we can
I'm
get
sorry.
all
I'm sorry.
dolled up. Some of us
Next.
got our house shoes on and everything and
Yeah,
pajamas.
my wigs are off, Tommy. No.
Oh no. Next time. Okay, next
There's
time.
a
Heads
reason
up
for
for next
why
time.
we're behind our little, you know.
No worries, no worries. Well, I definitely do appreciate the honesty. So next time, guys, next time we'll jump on if that's okay.
Okay.
Yes, because I definitely want to give you guys a shout out. Post it and wherever I can post that and give you guys a shout out. So next time we'll go ahead and take the picture. So be ready next time. We don't need tuxedos now.
Ooh.
Next time, yeah. Yeah, next time. All right, cool. We'll go with that. All right, cool. So
Tommy, in all honesty, I don't look bad, but I'm still at work. So
hey, that's okay, Carlos. I appreciate that as well. And you know what? Next time we'll get it. We'll get it. So we'll go ahead and get started here. And one thing I did want to touch on first is the support, because I know a lot of people have been having some issues or just having some thoughts, I should say, or concerns about the support. So I would want to touch on the support before we get started.
A lot of issues and a lot of thoughts, Tommy. Let's bring it on, man.
Let's talk about it, right? Let's go ahead and talk about it. Cool. So first and foremost, when it comes to the support, one, we did some research looking around when it comes to doing some support and just seeing how other people actually do support, comparing ourselves, because obviously we have heard some of the concerns. So we definitely do appreciate the feedback, because that's how we improve, right? If we don't know the areas that we need to improve in, or the areas that are bringing up some of those concerns, then we don't know how to improve. So we definitely do appreciate the feedback, because without the feedback, we don't know what areas we'd want to work on. So with that being said, we're doing some of the research that we found that with the support that we do offer, one, we do have unlimited free support. And when I say unlimited, I do mean unlimited. And I don't mean just unlimited during business hours or certain days or things like that. I mean at any time, whether it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon, 3 o'clock in the morning. I know a lot of people have heard me say 3 o'clock in the morning, right? No guarantees on immediate responses at 3 o'clock in the morning when it comes to our forum. And I would actually like to definitely use that as maybe one of the first places to look for support, because our forum not only holds different questions that maybe some other recruiters or other people have been asking, but it also holds the answers as well that we've posted on there. And the great thing about the forum is that you can also jump into a topic as well and actually start asking questions if you have some concerns, or maybe kind of like a different variation of that same question. You can actually ask that question right in that same forum post, which is great because one, as soon as you send that post, we actually get a notification saying that you've made that post. That actually goes straight to my support team and my programmers as well. And with that, we check the forum every single day. We check it every single day. And when it comes to like asking questions like on Facebook and whatnot, yes, I'll try my best to refer you to maybe a video or something like that. But when it comes to answering everybody, it's really hard for me to, as one person, right, to try to answer everybody's questions at the same time when it comes to Facebook. So if there's a time where you may have asked a question and it took some time for me just to get back to you, that's probably why. So the best option would be to actually use the forum, because just as you would send the question to me, type it on our forum. And that way, one, even when we respond, you also get an email saying that we responded, and you can have the conversation right there. And if we do need to have a screen share or a live chat, we'll let you know in the forum. But the forum is definitely a great place to actually ask their questions. And even I do check the forum myself as well. I jump on the forum and I answer some questions in the forum as well. So definitely the forum is definitely one of the best places to get the support, because one, it's free, it's unlimited. You can use it at any time of the day, any day of the week, any week of the month, any month of the year, any year of the century. I mean, I can keep going on, but I'll just stop right there. I'll just stop right there. But just keep using it. The forum post is definitely great. Now, when it comes to like some of the premium support options, like the screen share and the live chat, those options do use the 30 minutes that you do get every single month, right? Now, that 30 minutes does restart every single month for you to use for those premium support options. Now, when it comes to doing the screen share support, what we try to do is, one, we try to help you out as quickly as possible. So if you do jump on a screen share and my support team is like, hey, have you seen this video? It's not because we want to deter you away from the support. It's just we want to help you get there as quickly as possible. What's up, Kelly? I see your hand up.
So, okay, so I have a question. Okay, so if we, and this goes along with support, and you're talking about like options and like whatever. So like,
Yeah.
When anything like, okay, if I end up spending extra money for extra support, should I be receiving like an email with like an invoice?
Ooh, that's a good question. Yes, we can do that.
Because I
I believe you
haven't.
should. You haven't received an invoice,
No.
a paid receipt for
Or
the,
even
okay.
anything. Like, so sometimes like I'll look and I'll see that there's extra charges and I'm like, what did I do? And
Got
like,
you.
so if I had received an invoice, then I would have been like, well, what happened here? Does anybody
Gotcha.
else receive invoices via email? Right,
For the
Danny,
for
we
the
need those
support.
write-offs. We need.
Yeah, I get it. Yes, get it. That's a good question. You know what?
If you could find out.
Oh, actually, I'm finding out right now as we're
Oh,
speaking.
all right.
Yeah. Let's look. This is the time so we can get all this cleared up. So let's go ahead and get those cleared up right right now. So I'm gonna actually look into it. So before you leave today, I'll actually have that answer for you before the webinar ends. And yes, I do understand, Danny, with those write-offs for sure. Hey, Jolly, I see you have your hand up. What's up?
Yeah, I just want to find a better way of being able to get my answers to my questions without feeling like someone is not fully qualified that I may have trying to answer my questions. And then there's a lot of dead space and I'm running out of time. And it's like, okay, I like today I said, I just might as well just let you off because I'm wasting my time and money right now. I'll figure this out myself. It took me a little while to find out that the person really didn't know how to answer my questions. So that was frustrating. So to get the gigantic bill at the end of the month is going to be a deterrent for me. It's going to make me wonder whether or not I should stay with the program. So honestly, I hope you guys can work on that, getting a better qualified support to help us so that, so we don't have to waste a lot of time.
Oh, absolutely.
And money.
No, yes, definitely. You definitely don't want to waste that money, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely. And thank you so much for that feedback. Again, we definitely want the feedback so that way we can know where areas where we need to improve. So we want to make sure that everyone is heard. So thank you so much for that, Jolly. Really do
Mhm,
appreciate that. And if
mhm.
there's any time where you feel that way, please, you know what? Go ahead and post it right on our forum. Because again, everyone, we can see it. Even I can see it. Again, my programmers can see it. The ones that actually build all pro web
Mhm,
tools, right?
mhm.
Everyone can see it in the forum post. So if there's a
Okay.
time where we can actually jump in, or if we need to jump in, post it on the forum. And that would be the quickest way, because then at that time you get an email as soon as we respond. And then again, if we need to take it further, then we'll let you know, hey, you know what? Let's start a screen share and we'll jump on whoever it is that's helping you with that. Or level two, my level two support will actually jump on with you.
Okay, all right. And then there's also a little frustration,
Mhm.
feeling like we're getting nickel and dime for every different item that we have to purchase in order to get the job done in the first place. So it's like we get to a certain process and like, oh, you got to buy this in order to make this work or that work. And by the way, it's going to be an additional, you know, so many dollars per month. So that's
Gotcha.
frustrating as well. So I would like to
Yeah,
know what we're buying into when we first
yeah.
come on board, what to expect, and then, you
Mhm,
know, okay, if we can handle the whole spread that you're offering, fine.
mhm.
Or if there's a mid-range, fine. Let us know. We shouldn't have to go through the rabbit hole to find out, you know, or drop off because we can't handle, you know, the process or, you know, the money, the budget situation.
Oh,
That's it.
absolutely.
I've done my belly aching on that. Thank you.
No, that's a really good point, Jolly. And again, thank you so much for bringing that up, because that's also something that I did want to touch on. And the reason why we do it that way is because, one, we're not trying to nickel and dime you. Please, we are just want to make sure that, you know, we're helping you out the best way we can for your business. That's basically it. And when we did create all pro web tools, what we did was we created all the features a la carte. So that way you can pick and choose the features that would be best for you, for your business, when you need them, right? Rather than paying a flat $65 or $85 a month, then yes, you get all the features that you don't, that you need, and plus you're paying for features that you don't need, right?
Well,
So
that would
that's what,
also mean like I have a web option to a website that I
Mhm,
don't need on you guys end. Do you
mhm,
take that off if I don't need it? Because I already have my website. So I feel like I'm
yeah.
being charged for a piece of the component that I really don't need or would even, you know, need to
Yeah.
have connected to the process. So how do I get that kicked off
Oh,
my
absolutely.
tab?
Oh, yeah. Yes. Well, the website itself,
Uh-huh.
it wouldn't make a difference if we removed it or not, because you're not being charged for it at all. It's
I'm
not
not
even
being
included
charged
in.
for it.
No.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. That's
Yeah.
it.
It's free web hosting. Yeah. No. We're not. Yeah.
Okay, so that's free. Good. All
Yeah.
right, got it.
Yeah. Definitely.
Mm.
Is- was that everything, Jolly? I just want to make sure I helped you. Oh,
Thanks,
yep.
thank you. You've been so sweet. Yes, that's it.
Awesome. Thank you
Mhm.
so much, Jolly. Hey, Keisha, what's up? I see you have your hand up.
Greetings and salutations. So my
Yes.
question is this, since I'm new, I just signed up yesterday,
Mhm.
to piggyback off of what Jolly said,
Yeah.
my question is this, and I understand that you say everything is a la carte and that's no problem, but are you
Mhm.
guys able to have it where it's competitive, where you do have the option of maybe a bronze, gold, and silver and gold package, and then you could do a la carte if you choose to have other
Mm.
services? Would that be something you guys can look into?
Oh, you mean like create packages specifically for
Yeah,
recruiters?
yeah. Even though you
Mhm.
guys have a la carte, I mean, a person
Mhm.
could a la carte it if they wanted to, but what if you want
Mhm.
a package deal? It should be an option for both.
Mm. Oh, cool. So actually, yeah, we can actually do that as well. I actually created one specifically for Ben's group for the whole recruiter empire. You know what I mean?
Right.
Exclusively for them. That's the only package that we created, and we
Okay.
created that specifically with all the tools that the recruiters use. So it would be
Okay.
like the $65, but we did that times 12 plus us setting up everything for you, and it came out to like 960 some dollars. And I was like, oh, hold on now.
Okay.
I'm not going to do this to y'all. So I actually brought that down actually to only $650 for a
Okay.
year. So
Okay.
it's like 65 times 10 and you get 2 additional months. So that's the only package that we have thus far
Okay.
because we're still constantly adding different tools. So it's hard for us to be like, yes, let's create this package, then we add another tool.
Well, how about this? How about you guys survey people who have your service to figure out what they're using the most and what they're using the least, and then make packages
Mhm.
based off of that?
Ah,
All
that
right.
would be great.
I mean, I'm saying we're doing these Q&As, do a survey. I mean,
Yay.
because you want to keep your people. So I'm not saying that you won't keep me. I'm not saying that, but I'm hearing what they're saying thus far. And I'm
Yeah.
thinking, you know, there may be another option. I mean, you can have different packages, but I'm just saying, I mean, maybe that might be an option. So
Yeah,
that's all.
perfect. Yeah, absolutely. And you know what's also great about All Pro Web Tools is that any feedback, any suggestions, or any features that you like, you can also post that in the forum. I mean, everything that you see in All Pro Web Tools, I don't know if everyone has heard this, but everything that you see is actually features requests from customers that have actually asked, like, hey, you know, it'd be great if you added this. You know, it'd be great if it can do this. That's everything. This is 12 years later of us adding things, and we're still adding things to it.
Okay. I
Yeah,
just
so
want to be
feel
sure.
free.
Well, I was
Yeah.
just saying, I think that would be just a good idea, because if you
Mhm.
have like the favorites that everyone uses, because I've seen, I mean, I was comparing before I came over. So I'm thinking like maybe look at a competitor and see like maybe a few others to see what they have and
Mhm.
try to like make the packages similar to theirs. Because much more could you add to, you know, I know there are other things, but maybe
Mhm.
those should be other packages that are added on down the line. But I mean,
Mhm.
maybe start with some just different packages so that people can feel like it's cost effective. Because the first lady said, Jolly, I think she stated that she didn't want to be nickel and dime.
Mhm.
And I kind of felt that way yesterday, but I didn't know for sure because I know what I'm getting thus far, but I
Mhm.
don't want to feel like that going forward in the future. If that makes sense.
Absolutely. Yeah, for sure. For
Okay.
sure. Yeah, thank you
Awesome.
so
Well,
much for
thank
that.
you.
Yes, for sure. Awesome. Shamim, what's going on, man?
Hey Tommy, I got some technical questions, and
Mhm.
I'm actually concerned about my emails. So I don't know if they're being delivered,
Mhm.
even though when I'm checking my reputations, it shows that so far about 6,518 emails were delivered. So now my thing is it actually being delivered in the inbox?
Mhm.
So I had the gentleman from what's his name on on Fiverr. I had him,
Fiverr.
yeah,
Mhm.
Noman, I think that's his name. So
Ah,
I
no.
paid him $10. I don't know if he did the all three setup, because I heard some people are paying $30. So I only
Mhm.
paid him $10. I thought maybe with the $10 he would set up all that. But
Okay.
can you take a look at to see if my settings, my DKM, SPF or whatever or the other settings are, to see if they're correct or not? Because I'm not
Mhm.
getting any response in my emails as much as other people are getting. So now I'm
Mhm.
really questioning whether my emails are being delivered in the inbox or is it going in the spam folders. So
Mm.
do you mind if I do a screen share and then you can take a look at it, or should I
Well,
catch
actually, I'll take a look at it. We'll take a look at it right now as we're speaking.
Okay, that's
So
fine.
that, yeah, we'll take a look at it right now. So while we're doing that, I'm actually going to jump into another topic. So that way we can come back to that once we look into that.
All right, so should I do the screen share now?
Oh, no, you don't need to do the screen share.
You say I don't need to?
No, you don't.
Okay, so how you gonna check it?
And we're all pro web tools, baby.
Oh, all right, my bad.
We're all pro web tools, baby. We have the technology.
So I got two accounts. So can you check it on under both accounts? So one is winetsolution.com and the other one is winetsolution.net.
Yeah, got you.
All
Got
right,
you.
Tommy, do your thing, man.
Will do.
Do your magic, brother.
We
You
got
can
you.
check my account too when you get a chance.
Yeah,
See if it's
Hey,
absolutely.
Miss
performing.
Jolly, how are you?
Hey,
Hey, Shamim, can you do me a favor though?
Yes,
So for both of your accounts, can you actually go ahead and put those support codes into the chat for me?
absolutely.
Perfect. Awesome. And you still have your hand up, or did you have another question,
No,
Shamim?
no, I'm good. I'm good.
You good?
I'm gonna lower it right now.
Okay, perfect. Awesome. So speaking of some of the different packages, actually, this is actually a good point because this is one of the, it sounds like one of the actually other people or other companies that a lot of recruiters have been using. I'm sure everyone has heard of Ontraport, right? Yes, Ontraport. Awesome. Cool. So there's a couple things I actually wanted to show you with Ontraport because one, I'm not doing this, again, just keep this in mind. I'm not doing this to deter anyone from Ontraport or saying All Pro Web Tools is better. I mean, I have a biased opinion, so I'm not even going to say that. However, I did want to show everyone the difference because we like to do some research, not just because we want to be better. Obviously, we want to be the best because we're all pro, right? All pros, excuse me. However, we want to be able to provide everyone with options just in case, let's say if all pro isn't a fit, right? That's okay. But if there's another option that may fit for you, we want to be able to be a resource for you to help you still be successful with your business, not just be like, oh, it's not going to fit. Here you go. Bye. That doesn't work out for us. That's not how we do things here. So I'm actually going to go ahead and pull up Ontraport here. And I'm going to share my screen with Ontraport. So that way we can see some of the pricing when it comes to Ontraport. And then, Keisha and Jolly, if y'all want to jump in and let us know if this is something that if this is something that you're referring to here. So I'm going to share my screen here. And here's Ontraport. Cool. So everyone can see that? Yeah? No? I'm assuming yes, I'm sharing, so I can't really see everybody, so I'm just gonna. Okay.
Yes, we can see it.
All right, cool. So here's Ontraport, right? They have 4 different packages that you can use, right? $79 is the first basic package, right? One, you have unlimited emails, but you can only add 1,000 contacts. So that means as you're sending out your emails, you can only send your campaign of 7 to 8 emails in that campaign to 1,000 people at a time. And then you'd actually have to keep recycling those 1,000 people at a time. So that way you can send to more people. Now, for almost double that price, you can add another 1,500 people to that, right? And it's still unlimited, and you still get everything in there that you would need, right? Plus maybe a little bit of what you don't need, like e-commerce, right? You're paying double to add more people, plus you're getting e-commerce. I mean, I don't know how many of y'all use e-commerce for your recruiting business, but that's what you're also going to get. So you can still send unlimited emails, but you can also do 2,500 people now. So the same thing as you're sending out those emails, you can have to recycle the 2,500 people rather than just importing all 10,000 or 5,000 contacts and having those send out. So these are some of the packages, and this is some of the reasons why we actually did the a la carte. Now, the packages isn't a bad idea, Keisha. I just want to make that clear. It's not a bad idea. But this is some of the things that we've seen and ran into where people were like, I don't want to pay this amount of money for things that I don't need, right? You just want to pay for just what you need. But looking into the favorite tools, that's a good idea. So I will definitely say that. I definitely do appreciate that. Now, I also want to show you something as well, because this is something that's really, really been kind of, I want to say bugging me, but something that I've actually wanted to look into, right? How many actually these platforms actually allow to send cold emails without any opt-ins at all, right? So as we're scraping these emails, these people aren't opting in, so they're not expecting those emails. So basically, it kind of sounds like we're being scammy. It kind of sounds like that. So I actually did some digging here on Ontraport. So if I go down to the legal section here, and let's hit on where it says anti-spam policy. We can see here that Ontraport requires to be 100% opt-in in their list. And anyone that they find that it has a list with them opting in, they can terminate them immediately without a refund, So that means they find that you're scraping your list and sending emails to people that has not given you permission to send them emails, you're done. They're going to cancel your account. You can't use it anymore. Like, they're going to cancel your whole account, not just the ability to send emails, but your whole account, right? And then you're done. No refund. So now you have to actually go back and find another platform to try to do that. And what's funny is that I went to another one that was like, let me see if there's another platform. So I did some research again, saw there was another platform kind of like Zoho, I think some people were using. So I pulled that up as well. And it's the same thing. It's the same exact thing. So the reason why I'm actually bringing this up, because I want you guys to definitely be aware of some of the tools that you guys are using so make sure that you can make great decisions to make sure that you're successful, because I don't want anyone to be caught up in this. I don't want anyone to be caught up in this part, right? Because this can be a really like inconvenient, I should say, part of the business. You want to make sure that you're successful. So this is just some things that when you're doing your research for the different tools, definitely look out for these. No, definitely look into it to make sure. Now, I know there's another one, Loxo, that a lot of people are using, and I did some research with that one. I actually didn't pull up Loxo. The reason being is because Loxo actually doesn't have their own SMTP service, which means that they're not actually sending your emails. You actually sync that with something else like a Mailgun or GMass or something like that. So Loxo is actually sending your emails. You actually need another email service provider to connect to Loxo to use when you're using Loxo. So let's keep that in mind as well. And that's actually a great point to pull up, because now I actually want to show you this as well. And before, as I'm pulling into this here, does anybody have any questions so far about this? I want to make sure, because I can't see any hands right now as I'm sharing. So if you do, just go ahead and unmute yourself. I really can't see right now.
Hey, Tommy, sorry. Where do I get the support ticket number again?
I'm sorry?
Where do I get the support ticket number again?
Oh, the support code on your account is all the way at the bottom in the blue area. So you don't have to actually scroll down for it. Just look at the bottom of your window.
Oh, I see. Okay, thank you.
Yep. You're welcome. Yep, perfect. Perfect. I think I heard somebody else talking. Does somebody else have a question? No? Oh, okay, I'm good.
Yeah, this is Trail. I'm sorry, it's Trail. You guys excuse my background because I'm at the gym and I just remembered to log in. But so what was that you were talking about?
I'm sorry?
Because what was it that you were talking about? I literally caught the last of it, that your account can be completely shut down. So what was that?
Oh, no, I was just bringing up some other softwares that I heard some recruiters are using. So I just wanted to make sure that everyone's aware that they have these anti-spam policies where if they find that you're scraping your list, right, they can shut you down immediately without any refund or anything like that. So Ontraport has that and Zoho has that as well. So I just wanted to give everybody a heads up with that. Yeah, but get them gains, man. So I'm going to go to this here. Now, as we were talking about Loxo with third-party different SMTPs, Allport Web Tool also has the ability to use other SMTPs as well, right? We do have our own, but it also has the ability to connect any other, well, mostly other SMTP providers. We have some here on this page here that you can see. We have SendGrid, Mailgun, Gmail or GMass, right? Postmark, Sendinblue, SMTP on the go, or if you actually have a custom one, right? If you have a custom one that you created yourself, you can connect that as well. So there's a lot of different options, and let's keep in mind that as we're going through and sending these emails, yes, Allport Web Tools does have a kind of a catch where if you get a whole bunch of spams come back or a whole bunch of bounces come back, then yes, your account will be under review to help prevent any more spams or bounces to come back, right? And when that happens, not only do you have the option to do a review or a training course, but you also have the options to connect another SMTP as well. I mean, you can do this at any time, and you can still use this while using Allport Web Tools to create your campaigns and templates and everything like that. I mean, you can still use Allport Web Tools as you would before. It was just Postmark. If you connect a Postmark, would be sending the emails rather than Allport Web Tools, because we never block anyone from their accounts, never. Even if you cancel, you can still log into your account, pull whatever information out of it for 6 months. I mean, after 6 months, then your account just kind of resets itself. It kind of resets itself, but we never block anyone out of their account, ever. We don't even have a button for that. I think I heard someone having a question, maybe. Maybe, no? Cool. Awesome. So, cool.
So I have a quick question. So we can utilize all of these different packages with Allpro?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. You can use any one of these here. I mean, these are SMTP providers that some people have been using. Like for example, Mailgun. I know someone had started using Mailgun as well. Before they even had started Opera Web Tools, they've already had their Mailgun account and they wanted to keep their Mailgun account. So we just connected their Mailgun account to Opera Web Tools and kept it moving. They just used the Opera Web Tools to create their campaigns and the pooling system and everything else. All of this is when they sent their emails, it was sent from Mailgun rather than Opera Web Tools.
Okay, so this is on your website, on one of your pages where we can just go ahead and set up these extensions from there. All right, thank you.
Absolutely.
All
Yeah,
right,
for
cool.
sure. For
Mhm.
sure. Yeah, and if there are any other ones that y'all may be using, definitely feel free to let us know and we go ahead and see if we can go ahead and get that added to you. And I know I said y'all, forgive me, I am from the South, y'all. I am from the South, so
I'm from the Bronx, man, so I already know what you're talking about.
yeah. Yeah, I try not to say y'all that too many times, but I can't help it. But yeah, these are some great points here.
Tommy, question.
Mhm.
So SandGrid and Melgun. So what do they actually do? Do they? Because I hear a lot of people talking about this, and this like an add-on. So what does it actually do? What can you explain more of that?
Absolutely. So SendGrid and Mailgun, right? Basically, when you're using a email service provider, or maybe like let's say Ontraport or Zoho, or any kind of CRM that has email capabilities, there's two ways that they can send the email. Either one, they have their own SMTP servers where they send the emails themselves, or two, just like Loxo, you have to connect something like Mailgun or SendGrid so that way you can send the emails. So basically, Mailgun is like think of it this way. How can I put this? Okay, so think of it this way. You rent a car for, let's say, $65 a month, right? So you're renting a car, you're driving the car, and as you're driving the car throughout the month, you have to put gas in it, right? Otherwise, you can't drive the car anymore. So All Pro Web Tools is the car, Mailgun is the gas.
I see. Okay.
Yep.
Makes sense. Okay.
Would we be billed through Mailgun separately, or it would come through the packages that you provide as a, a la carte and one whole price?
Great question. So you'd actually be billed separately because you'd have a
Okay.
Mailgun account and an All Pro Web Tools account. Now,
Okay.
there's any charges that you've seen throughout the when you're using All Pro Web Tools SMTP. If you ever seen any charges throughout the month, maybe it has to have been at least $30. That's what it is. It has to be $30. Then what it is that All Pro Web Tools throughout the month, thinking about that car and the gasoline, right? As you're sending your emails, when you've sent 15,000 emails within that month, then at that time, Opera Web 2's charges the $30 for just the additional emails that you've sent. And the reason why we've done this is because before, when people were sending tons and tons of emails, at the beginning of the month when they get their invoice is super huge, right? Sometimes if they're sending hundreds of thousands of emails, I mean, their invoice could be anywhere between $400 to $500. But what we did was to kind of help reduce that is to add that when you reach 15,000, anytime you send 15,000, we pull that $30 off. So then when you look at your invoice, you will see a negative $30, which says prepaid. Basically, you've prepaid for those emails already. So we're actually deducting that from your actual invoice, which you can see this here. So if you click on the APW SMT pricing, we're going to go to this page. And this is how the pricing works here. Oh, hey, Kelly, I see your hand up there.
So, question.
Yeah.
We're getting charged by the amount of emails that are being sent. What if they're not inboxing?
Well, the emails are being sent, so that's what we're being charged. The reason, if it's not being inboxing, then that can be so many different reasons, right? It can be, yeah, it's just us delivering the emails. It's kind of like FedEx, right? You ship it back FedEx, when they ship it, then at that point, once it's delivered, they're like, well, it's out of our hands. We've sent the email, or we've sent the yeah.
I have a question.
Yeah, what's that?
What if, Tommy,
Yeah.
Your open rate,
Mhm.
let's just say hypothetically is
Mhm.
6%.
Mhm.
And you decide I need to get rid of this domain because it's jacking me.
Mhm.
Is there a way that we could go in and we could just like wash the entire system and just like be done with it and then load the new domain? Is that an issue?
No, not at all. You can
Does it
go ahead.
reset like what we're being billed for, like what's going out? Because it just gets billed on what's going out.
It just gets billed on what's going out. So if there's no emails going out, then it's not going to charge you for any email sends, right? But
Okay.
you can definitely switch up your domain as you need, right? If your domain,
But if you switch up your domain, like let's say like I switch up my domain mid
Mhm.
and then it's, if I switch in a new domain, it's just gonna continue on with the campaigns that I have going, correct?
correct.
So what I'm saying is
Mhm.
I'm like, just throw a torch to it and just,
Bleed the whole thing, right?
well, because then all of a sudden, like you're not really comparing, you're not really getting the data that you're looking for because you're still going off of the old domain's low percentage rate, expecting that to go up.
Your email templates. I see what you mean. So yeah, when you switch out your domain, I would recommend also having some templates in place as well, because what you can do, because you're right, when you switch out your domain and you start, it still continues to send the old emails that you've previously had on there. Then yes, the data in there is going to have both the old information and the new information. So I would recommend if you switch out your domain, then also, I mean, you can actually just duplicate the emails that you already have, then use that in a brand new campaign for your new domain. And that way you'd have up-to-date data with the new domain that you've actually added in. Like you don't have to type it up again, you can just press a button and it duplicates it for you.
Right. Okay, so I see what you're saying, because basically you're like, we're not gonna like squash the entire All Pro system.
Right,
Uh-oh.
right. Yeah, you can erase the templates, you can erase the contacts, we don't recommend deleting the contacts, however, but if you needed to, you can. But you can just copy the template if you already have it in there, rather than having to type the whole thing all over again. Just
So all you're
copy
saying
it.
is you're just like swap the domain. Once you swap the domain, does everything get sent back to zero?
Well, for the templates that you already have, no. That's why I was saying
Right.
you want to create some new templates
So
for
like
the
if you go into like, let's say reputation,
Mhm.
it'll just go to zero with a new domain.
Oh, no, it won't go to zero. The actual reputation itself, yes, it will restart with a new domain in it.
Can't we just like blow up the system and then just start from scratch?
I mean, you can. I mean, technically, yes, you can. Oh, am I still there? You can still-
Yeah, you're here. We see
Cool.
you.
All right, great. Because my Zoom is acting kind of crazy, so it just like erased on me. I don't know what's happening. But yes, technically, yes, you can. However, when you're using a brand new system, it's not going to be any different from the old system, right? Having a brand new account, just because the old account obviously has the old domain in it, it's not going to make a difference.
Okay. Okay.
Good questions, though. Cool. Let me see. Let me go ahead and stop sharing because I can't see any hands. So I'm going to stop sharing here. Oh, great. So I already did, and apparently my Zoom does not want me to stop sharing, so I cannot see anyone. So I'm just flying blind here. So just bear with me for a second here, but I'll just keep moving on here. So we were talking about the SMTPs here, and yes, with all web tools, when you're sending out your emails, every first 1,000 emails are included with your monthly, right? Regardless of what your monthly is, 1,000 emails are included with that. Email sends, I should say. 1,000 email sends are included with that. And then after that, it's only $2 per $1,000 emails after that. So I'm gonna try to share again. Let me see if I can do this here. If Zoom will cooperate. There we go, perfect. And we're back. So that's where this part comes in. You can see that 0 to 1,099, you're not getting charged anything for that because that's included with your monthly, right? Now, when you reach 2,000 to 2,099, that's where the $2 come in. And then it just keeps going on from there, right? There aren't any tiers or any levels to it. It's just flat $2 per thousand after that first thousand after that. Oh, hey, Keisha, I can see that hand.
Hey, okay. So my question is, so really I can send 1999, which is the year I graduated high school per se, but we can send that many and it's still free?
Yeah.
Want to confirm? Oh, well, look at God. Okay, thank you.
Look at God. Yes. Awesome. Is there any other hands? Let me see if I can try to scroll through. Nope, I don't see any other hands. Oh, I think I did see one. Shamim.
Yeah, hey Tommy. So I sent you the support code and the other information. Do you see that?
Oh, you did? Okay, perfect. Perfect. Now I didn't have my chat up at the moment here, but let me go ahead and pull that up here.
Yeah, I sent both of the support codes for the accounts.
Oh, perfect. And you put that into the Zoom chat?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So if you can have your tech look at
Oh, you did it directly. Okay, I see. I
Yeah.
see. I
I
see.
just want to make sure that my emails are being delivered, man, because like I said, I'm not getting a lot of responses. So I'm not sure if I'm ending up in the spam folders. So just want to make sure with that, man.
Okay. All right, got you. No problem. Perfect. So we're gonna go ahead and take a look at this right now as we're on the call. Appreciate that, Shamim.
Yeah, thank you, Tommy.
Yeah, absolutely. Let me see if there are any other hands before I keep moving forward. Nope. Okay. Perfect. Oh, Shamim, you still have your hand up. You had another question?
No,
Nope.
I just lowered it.
Okay. Awesome. Perfect. So yes, this is how the SMTP work. Now, when you're using a third-party SMTP, like how we saw with like Mailgun or SendGrid, they're going to have their own I guess I should say like payment tier or charge tier or whatever it is. They're going to have their own. So when you're using a third party, all of that will be through Sendinblue or Mailgun, whatever you're using. Basically, Opera Web Tools is there just to create your templates, create your campaigns, and deliver the emails. Everything else will just be wherever you have your third-party SMTP at. So you won't be following this, as well as you won't be following Opera Web 2 send limit as well. So whatever Mailgun send limit is, that's what you're going to go with. Whatever their reputation is, or their analytics, or whatever the open rates, whatever that is, all of that will be through that third-party SMTP. So all of that information that would be on Opera Web Tools wouldn't be actually accurate because we're not the ones sending the email, so we actually don't get the reporting back. I just want to make sure that that was clear, so that when everyone understood, that part as well.
Someone had a question about, can you tell about loading contacts?
Oh, cool. So tell about loading contacts. Let me see. Was that in the chat?
I think it was. It says Danny to, wait, what was it? I saw it somewhere. Someone said something about, yeah, support team
there it
to
is.
everyone. Hey, Danny, can you explain more
Oh.
about loading contact? Is it contact? Yeah, contact.
Yep, I see it. Hey, Danny. Yeah, actually, yeah. Can you go ahead and share your screen? Let's go ahead and jump into it right now.
I didn't, it wasn't even a question. It was just in regards to you going over Ontraport saying that you can't load as many contacts.
Oh, okay.
Got you. Hey, Danny, mate, man, thank you so much for joining in, though. All the way from Canada,
no
my man. Awesome. Oh, I see Brandy is on the call too. Hey, what's going on, Brandy?
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you doing?
Living the dream.
Always. No complaints, right?
Not at all. Thank you for having this call tonight. Good stuff.
Oh, absolutely. My pleasure. Thank you so much. I'm hoping everyone finding a lot of value out of here. And again, we'll be back next Friday as well with some more different topics and some open floor Q&A. So with that being said,
Hey,
last
Tommy.
thing. Oh yeah, what's up?
Hey, it's my dear. Quick question. I missed this section that you were
talking about. Is there any way that I can get a recording to see exactly what you were advising of this section that you currently on?
Absolutely. Yes,
Okay.
all of it's being recorded. So once it's done, I'm actually going to go ahead and post that on YouTube, and yeah, it'll be available for anyone to watch.
Okay, thank you, Tommy.
Absolutely. I wish I kind of got a haircut before I did it, but that's okay. We'll just roll with it. So last but not least here, one other thing that I did want to show is our training course, right? And this is something that we've added just recently, and this can be accessed at any time. You can just go straight to All Pro Web Tools. You don't even need to go to any specific link. You can just go to allprowebtools.com, and all the way at the bottom, here, let me use this bar, and we have this link here for the email training course. And when you click on that, we'll see about 12 different topics here. Oh, excuse me, I can't even count. Excuse me. 11 different topics here of different things that, to help with the email marketing. Anything from open rates to reputation to bounces. It gives you information on all of these different topics, again, to help you guys be more successful. And yes, definitely looking for some feedback for this as well, because again, we want to continuously be a resource to help you guys be successful with your recruiting business. So for example, if we were to jump into, let's say, bounces, right? Let's say we jump into bounces here. It gives a lot of different information when it comes to bounces, even gives you the two different kinds of bounces. At first, I'll tell you this, years ago, I didn't even know there's two different kinds of bounces, a hard bounce and a soft bounce. I didn't even know there's a such thing, right? But with the hard bounces, just to give you a little snippet, hard bounces are the ones that actually affect your reputation, right? Those are the ones whenever you get a bounce back and it says this user never existed or this domain never existed, that's a hard bounce and that is affecting your reputation. However, if you get a soft bounce back that says this inbox was full or maybe their mail server was down, that's a soft bounce. That's not going to affect your reputation. So this training course has tons of different information in here to help you guys, again, be successful and so you can know what to look out for, especially when you're sending these cold emails. And it also has a picture of kind of what it would look like if you were to receive like a hard bounce. I don't know if everyone has ever seen, oh, let me see if I can try to get this a little bigger, but nah, wait, let me see if I can zoom in. Perfect. So if anyone has ever seen this email or received this email back, yeah, this is what it is for a bounce here. And it gives you more information where you can see, I can tell which one this is here, but this is what a bounce will look like here. And then you could hit the learn more and it'll tell you, if their mail server was down or whatnot here.
So if you get what I stepped away for a minute, if you get something like that, then are you banned for a while or what happens?
Well, no, because when it comes to bounces, it depends on how many you actually receive, right? If you're seeing an excessive amount of bounces coming in, then it could be possible that you may be on a blacklist, right? Because at that point, what email service providers are looking for, right? They are trying to protect their customers from all these spammy emails and things like that. Not saying you guys are doing it spammy, but other spammers out there, right? So they have tons of spam filters in place. Even some blacklisting companies or softwares, what they do, let's actually go to blacklisting, actually. I'm sitting here, I'm talking about it. Let's go ahead and let's be about it. So let's go back to the training course here. And let's look up Blacklist. So there's a couple different ways to blacklist your domain as well, or for your domain to be blacklisted, right? Local blacklist is if an individual company actually decides to just put your email in the junk folder or spam folder, or as you see here, they may not even deliver your email at all, right? Because once an email is sent, regardless of what email service provider or SMTP you're using, regardless of what email, who you're using to send your emails, once they send it, it's up to their email service provider of your recipient deciding whether or not that email is actually going to go to the inbox or to the spam folder. So once it goes through all their spam checks and whatnot, then they decide, okay, this email is good. Cool, you're in. Go ahead and go to the inbox.
However, you guys will let us know that that was a problem like that.
I'm sorry?
I said, however, you guys will let us know if we arrive to that sort of decision.
So that's a good way to actually check. There's one way that you can check it, right? Usually there'll be a message, something like this, right? If you see this message, this is from a Gmail, and it'll say lots of messages from this specific domain, right? It's going to say the domain were identified as spam in the past. So it would actually call out the specific domain, and that usually means that you're probably on the blacklist for that specific company.
Okay.
So you definitely want to keep an eye out for that as well, because you'd find this is usually when it actually goes to like the junk folder, and it'll say, why is this why is this message in spam? And then they'll tell you why. I mean, you may see another message where it says, lots of messages or similar messages like this have been reported as spam. That doesn't necessarily mean that your domain is blacklisted. It just means the content of your email, other people have sent similar emails to that, and they've been reported as spam. So the spam filter caught it and was like, oh, wait, this kind of sounds like this, and this was spam, so this has got to be spam. And it puts it in the spam folder. So that's why it's actually really, really important when you're using Ben's templates to try to personalize them as much as possible. Because you have, if everyone is using those templates at the same time, and some people might be not doing it correctly, and then they're going to spam, and then you're using the same thing, you're probably going to go to spam.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Hey, Shamim.
Hey, Tommy, I got something similar to this. Can I do a screen share so you could, so I could show you what it looks like?
Yeah, for sure. Here, let me stop sharing my screen here.
So I just got this email today. Let me know if you can see my. Let me know if you can see my screen.
Not just yet.
Oh no.
Here, 1 second. Yeah. My Zoom is not allowing me to not share my screen. So it stopped sharing, but it still looks like I'm sharing. So I can't see anything at the moment.
Yeah, I think I can see it. It's Frankie.
Yeah.
Is it on there? Yeah.
Okay, so it's being shared then. So I got this email from Frankie, whatever his name is. It said that the user does not accept email from your address. What does that mean? And I'm seeing like some DKIM stuff. I have no idea what these are. Are you seeing it, Tommy, or not?
I am not seeing it at all right now. Not because you're not sharing it. It's just my Zoom has been acting crazy. So I can't even stop sharing on my end. I apologize about that.
So what does this mean? Like, so it's saying that this user does not receive email from my address.
So if that happens, then it can actually mean that you may be locally blacklisted from that email, whatever email service provider that they're using, because they're not just accepting any of your emails, whoever they're using as their email service provider, whether it's like Gmail or G Suite or GoDaddy or wherever, or Outlook, it probably means that no one's accepting any emails from you as well.
Oh, wow.
Because if you have that big red message saying dangerous.
Yeah, he has a big red message, and it says this message seems dangerous. Looks unsafe. So yeah, nobody else is opening it up.
Yeah.
And this came into my spam folder. This is not even on my inbox. This is on spam folder.
Wow. Wow.
So should I be worried?
That means it's going straight to spam then,
Well, I mean, it's actually not getting delivered. Basically what it's saying is they just returned it right back to you. And they didn't even deliver it at all because they're not accepting it.
Because when I check my reputation on the other email, it shows delivered. This is the only one that shows the red message, pretty much. The rest of the emails I sent out, I even got replies saying that not interested or no longer works in that facility or whatever. So that means my email is being delivered, correct?
Right. Now, it could be a local blacklist, right? A local blacklist means that specific email service provider is actually have you on their blacklist, which means like you can be blacklisted specifically from Gmail, but
Mhm.
not Yahoo or Outlook, right? Only Gmail would be like, yeah, no, he's not getting in here. No emails from this person's getting in here. But Outlook would be like, oh yeah, sure, come on in. Yeah, go ahead in.
So
So
this email is the guy's email is frankievale.com. So I don't even know
right.
if that's even a common domain. A common, you know what I mean?
That too.
Yeah.
That too. Yeah, that's why I know I know you and I, Shameen, like we went through literally like took your list through like a car wash. Like I don't we did the best that we could, but it's some emails is literally just I hate to say it, but it's really not much we can do with some of them. You know what I mean? We can do the best that we can clean these emails out, but they're still literally, I mean, think about this here, right? We actually have a customer that has been with us for, I want to say, just about almost 10, 11 years, almost the whole life of the company.
Yeah.
And just the other day, they're not even doing recruiting at all, right? They actually own like a product-based company, right? They sell like different kinds of like fruit, I can't even think, fruit lotions and drinks and things like that, right? They sent out just one email blast to their customers. They got 3 spams, 3. And these customers actually opted in to receive their newsletters, and 3 of them spammed them.
Wow, that's crazy.
Crazy. It's crazy, right? So I think 2022, like people are super serious about their email, super serious about their emails. So that's why you definitely want to try to definitely clean your list as clean as possible. Bleach it, do whatever you need to do to clean your list. Get those free domains out of there because it's
So
that's
after you showed me, right, the way you showed me to clean out the list and everything, get rid of the free domains, and then I still go back again, double check all that. So yesterday I noticed, I think yesterday or today, I got 1 spam complaint. And that happened on both of my accounts. I got 1 on each. And then previously I had like 2. So in all total, like I got maybe 2 or 3, but on a different day. So now does that mean that they're all adding up to, what does that mean? You know what I mean? Does that mean, am I leading towards a blacklist or what's going on? What do you?
That's a good question, Shamim. That's a really good question.
It's not like I'm getting all 3 spam in one day. It's just different days.
Yeah. No, I mean, I definitely see. I mean, you're doing everything correct. It's just people are just. I hate to say it, but people are just not satisfied for whatever reason, right? But you're doing everything you can. But I think for the domain that you sent for the support code 584358, I think that one you may need a new domain for that one. I think that one is burnt.
Oh man.
Yeah, as we're doing the check, it looks like that one could be burnt. And is that the one that you used when you got that email back that said it could be dangerous?
Yeah. You said 43581?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the one that I got it on.
Yep.
What the damn, bro. No. And you know, Tommy, like with me, like I literally like took my time with it. Like everything I could do, I did.
Yeah. Yeah. That's unfortunately that's kind of the name of the game, right? That's why we warm up a couple different domains in the background as we're using one to send, because you can do everything right. I mean, this customer has been around for 10 years at least. Sent out the newsletter from customers that have already purchased their products, right? This wasn't new customers or a scrape list. These are people that purchased their products and actually requested, like they opted in to saying, yes, send me emails, and still sent them 3 spam complaints.
Wow. So does that mean now, like, since it's almost burned, does that mean like I can even send regular emails?
No, you can still send emails, but they're more likely to either not get delivered or go straight to the junk or spam folder.
So is there any way to like recover from that, or there's no way?
I mean, yes, it's going to be a very, I won't say very, but it's going to be a tedious process. It's going to take a lot of time, but for a good solution or a quicker solution, use a different domain.
Use a different domain.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Jolly. I see your hand up there. Well, I don't see your hand up, but
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I was wanting to ask, how can
Mhm.
I get also some help on how to clean my emails? Because I've actually been purchasing emails. That's the way I've been getting some of them up, but now I'm trying to do them myself. But I also need to know how to properly get them
Okay.
clean so that your system will support it. So how do I get that assistance with the?
That's a great question.
Are you gonna have another webinar, or will I get some personal time for that?
Well, actually, I can do one better. Well, actually, I can do two things better. One, I know we went over that on the previous webinar, but two, here, let me share my screen again here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna show you a little something. I'm gonna show you a little something here, Jolly.
Okie dokie.
So if we go to the email training course here, we actually have the section right here that says list cleaning.
Okay, and it's only 3 minutes. Is it really gonna share really give me the information?
Well, let's jump into it. Let's see.
Okay.
Yeah. So it has a whole bunch of different information on what we should look for when cleaning your list, right? If you see any emails like this that says do not reply, obviously we're not going to send those emails.
Yeah, I know those aren't good.
But some of them, if you see like Postmaster or Webmaster or anything like that, those
no good.
Yeah. But then if you go down to the bottom here, we also have those free email domains. Now I know you said you're also using My Email Verifier.
Well, I need to purchase my email verifier.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I have the other one. What's the other one?
Never Bounce or Zero Bounce?
I can't think of it. It's the other thing. There's two things that go together that you have to have both of them together, or it doesn't work.
Well, I mean,
My
I know
email verifier, and what's the other one?
Data scraper.
Data scraper. Yeah. So I have the data scraper. Now I need to purchase my email verifier.
Yes, you need to get a verification system. I mean, here's a couple here that I've heard some recruiters have been using. So if any one of these, you might want to look into a couple of these, which option would be best for you.
Okay. So that would be an easier extension to add. Okay.
Yeah, some of these will help you now to clean that list, because you definitely want to run that list once you get it from Data Scraper or wherever you get your list from. This is where you'd want to come to cleaning your list after you've removed these.
Okay, so after I do the Data Scraper, the next move is to put it on a CSV list. And then from there, run it through one of these, like the Never Bounce or what have you.
Yes. Yep. That's it. Now, I also do
recommend. Do I upload it into a Never Bounce?
Yeah. Yep.
And then it kicks it back. Do I download it back and then?
Yeah. Yeah, you got it. Yeah, you uploaded it.
Uploading and downloading. Uploading and downloading. I wish it was an easier system.
Yeah. I mean.
It's really literally like washing with your hands.
Yeah.
It's a manual.
Hey, Gali.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, after this call, I could literally share my screen and literally go over the thing with you now if you want.
Okay, if y'all got a moment, I love it.
Yeah. Can you message me on Facebook after the call or whichever way you can reach out to me? So that way I could literally share my screen and then like we could tackle it one by one.
Okay, what's your
Okay, I'm gonna DM you my number, okay?
Yes, DM, yes, please. Thank you.
Yeah, and this is Shameen, by the way.
Shameen? Okay, I'll look for it, Shameen.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
I got you, Jolly.
Okay, wonderful.
Hey, thank you for that, Shameen. Really do appreciate that.
Not a problem, man.
Yes.
Jolly, did you get my message? I just sent it on the chat.
Okay, I'll look for it. I will definitely look for that. You're free tonight to do that, right?
After this call, I got you.
Excellent. Wonderful.
Okay.
Awesome. Cool. So yeah, these are some ways to clean it. Now, I do recommend as you're cleaning your list, I do recommend removing these first before you actually run it through like one of those systems, because one, there's no need to verify these email addresses or any of those free domains, because we're not going to send those emails to those. So there's no need to verify those. And plus it'll save you on using some of those credits as well.
Okay, so you remove those by hand, or you tell the system to avoid these?
You'd remove these by hand, like whatever.
One by one.
Spreadsheet. Well, I wouldn't say one by one, but whatever spreadsheet you're using, whether it's Numbers or Libre, Excel, or Google Sheets.
Yeah, tell
I
it
think
to
just filter it out. Yep, exactly.
Okay, all right.
Exactly. Good questions, good questions. Oop, it looks like we ran over just a little bit. So before we actually wrap up here, are there any other questions or anything else that anyone would like for me to go over?
Hey,
Yes,
Tommy.
Tommy.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Carlos.
I heard somebody said earlier, if you're going to be providing this recording somewhere, you said it's going to be on YouTube.
Yes. Yep.
Okay, so just search. What's your YouTube channel?
It'll just be All Pro Web Tools.
Tracking. Thank you.
Yep. On All Pro Web Tools. As well, I'll also make a post about it as well. So if we're not friends on Facebook yet, go ahead and shoot me a friend request, and that way you can see the post as well.
Hey, Tommy, quick question. This is my deal. Is there any way I can schedule a call with you on a later date? I'm still having problem with my email campaign, and it's starting to like ready for screaming at this point and stuff. Please.
Good question. Yes. So yeah, whenever you have a question, feel free to go ahead, jump into a screen share, and if I'm available, I'll jump right in with you as well. I can't make any guarantees though. That's the only thing, Mardia. I'll do my best. I'll guarantee you I'll do my best.
Yeah, but it's I'm sorry, no disrespect intended. It's just that when I call regarding certain topic, I don't feel like my questions is being fully answered. Like one of the lady was advising on the call. So I just need to get that fixed because I'm pretty much at the point where I'm literally frustrated with the email campaign at this point. So yeah.
Gotcha. Well, you have time? Let's do it now. You got time?
Yeah, I'm sorry, Tommy. I'm still at work. So maybe Monday I can send you a message, and then when you are available, I can make myself available.
Okay. Well,
Thank you.
like I said, we'll go from there.
Tommy.
What's up, Shimmy?
Sorry, man. I know.
No, you're good.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get the most out of you, man, because it's hard to catch you. So.
No worries. What's up?
As far as the support ticket that I sent you, any updates? So, any updates on those?
The support. Did you post that in the forum? What do you mean? What support ticket?
Directly. Remember for the SPF and DCAM check and all that.
Oh yeah. So you went over through the 43581. You saw that one was burnt, right? That domain was burned. That's when we was doing the check.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let me see if you have some updates on the 44081 here. So looks like for the, go ahead.
So when you said that domain is burned, like that means like I should like not send any emails?
It means that you should probably, actually not probably, you should use a different domain. Yeah. Okay. Yep. And let me see the data here. It looks like both of them are the same, man.
Wait, the second one it's a brand new domain. The second one literally just got started like about a week ago or so.
A week ago? How long have you been warming it up?
About a month and a half.
A month and a half? Wow.
Yeah, it's been a long time, so I'm shocked.
Wow. You know what's also I wonder if there's a way. I think there is a way where you can check the domain before you purchase it, because although these domains may be really all these domains, like, just be wary of the domains sometimes, because you wouldn't try to be as unique. I know with the business names, they're pretty unique. You want to try to be as unique as possible, because sometimes people will actually burn a domain, right? You let it go, and then when you purchase it, it's already burnt. So it may seem like you're warming it up and everything's great, but the domain is already burnt out. So you might want to check sometimes with the domain.
How do I check that? How do I check that?
Well, you can check that any way that the regular way that you check it. Like you can go to a couple different sources to check to see if your email is actually on the blacklist. I mean, I know either MX Toolbox, Mail Tester. I mean, there's a couple different resources that you can use. If you just Google blacklist.
So when I do the test, like I get a good results. I get like 9.5, I get 9.4.
Oh, awesome. Then at the bottom for the -5, does it tell you why it is minusing 5? Because the top is, I think, is 10.
Yeah, the top is 10. I didn't specifically check the why it's -5 or whatever.
Gotcha.
But what Ben said, 9, anything above 9 or above 8 is pretty decent.
Yeah, I mean, it is, but you definitely just want to check why it's not 10, right? Because again, it could be on one blacklist, but not on any other ones. So depending on what kind of the list that you're sending to, obviously, I'm sure you're cleaning out all the free domains and whatnot, right?
Yeah, everything. Like the second one, literally the second domain, I did it exactly the way you said it. And I only have one spam complaint so far. And about 1,000 or so, about 2,000 or so were sent out on the second, from the second domain, the second brand new domain. So
gotcha.
I'm shocked that you're saying that this might be toast.
Yeah, you know what? Also, I'm glad that I'm not glad that your domain is burned, but I'm glad that we're actually bringing this up because I actually did see this the other day. Have you ever heard of a spam trap, or has anyone ever heard of a spam trap?
No.
No.
Okay. So our spam trap is basically when a blacklisting company or software, whatever the case is, they would actually use dormant old company domains and they would create email addresses with them. So then when someone sends it to them, it's automatically either going to bounce or it's going to come back. And then that blacklisting company will see that you're sending to a dormant domain, right? No one is actually using it, but they're creating it to see if anyone is actually sending emails to this, because if they are, then it usually means that they're doing something spammy. And what they would do is actually go ahead and put you on a blacklist right then and there.
I had like an 8 on some domains that I just purchased. Like, why is it already at an 8? And I haven't even, I just purchased the thing.
Yeah.
So I couldn't understand that either. So
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's really, there's so many different things that people are trying to do to try to catch, right? Like spammy stuff. Like it's easy to kind of fall right into it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why cleaning the list. Like I know one that we actually caught with another recruiter. There was actually about 5. Actually, it was about like 12 or 13 different emails that he had in his list. They were all the same company, but just different names.
Right.
Different names. And you know what? We saw that actually one of them had actually bounced, and we sent a test email to another one, and that one bounced. We was like, okay, that's a spam trap.
Yeah, how do you get around the spam traps? Because like you said, if you purchase a lot of emails and what have you, and you have them sitting and waiting, it can get hacked just by having them, they're sitting, but they're not really being put to use. Too.
Right. Yeah, that's where that email, like usually verification systems come in. That's where they come in to kind of help actually not have you fall into those spam traps. Because I know with my email verifier, it actually has a section when you're verifying your list. It has a that says spam trap, and then it has one that says toxic domains.
Okay, so I can still use those emails, even though it might be rated as an 8.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Well, like almost like a blacklist. It might have 2 companies that are talking about blacklisting it even before it actually gets released, because it's attached to a business domain. The emails.
You mean the emails that you're verifying, or the email that you're sending from?
No, my emails
Oh,
that I
okay,
have
okay.
connected so that they
Uh-huh.
don't bounce. You know,
Well,
so they don't get blacklisted from my emails get blacklisted. So I'm concerned about that too. You know, like
got you.
the dot, you know, IOs.
Got you, got you. Yeah, yeah. That's my email verifier because your email that you're sending from,
Mm-hmm.
that's what's going to bounce. It's going to be the emails that you're sending to. Those are the ones to bounce. And then
Okay.
that's what affects your email and your
Oh,
domain.
where it's going to. Oh, okay. All right. Glad I don't have to worry about that. All right.
Yeah.
Thanks.
No problem. No problem.
Hey,
No
Tommy.
problem at all. What's up, Shamim?
Hey man, sorry man. Can I after this call, can I get on with you for a couple of minutes?
Well, let's do it now. What's up? You got a question?
No, yeah, because I really wanna go through the mail testing and all that stuff and just really see what is really going on. Just do like a deep dive. Because I just literally, like I said, with the second domain, I spent so much money in just getting warmed up. Right now, you're saying that both of the domain might be toast. So I'm gonna have to look at other options. But before I do that, I just really want to make sure is you know what I mean? If there's any possibility to recover it or whatever the situation is.
Got you, got you.
I just want to kind of talk to you privately as well too. Can we do that after this call when you're done?
Well, let's go ahead. Let's do this here. So when are you next week actually? Because right now it's actually almost coming up on 7:30. So I want to definitely be respectful of everyone's time. So let's do this here. I'm actually pretty curious about that as well.
Like I'm saying after the Zoom right now, when you could take as much as time you want, but after I'm saying after this call or whatever, if you have some time, if that's possible. Because I really like I said, because I'm for Monday, I want to get going by Monday. You know what I mean? But so I have the weekend. I know you're gonna be off on the weekend, so I'm not gonna be able to catch you until next week.
Yeah.
It's gonna push me back, and it's already
Gotcha.
you know what I mean? So I would
Gotcha.
really give me some time right now after this call.
Gotcha. I would say then let's do this. I would say the best thing right now would be to start warming up the new domains because regardless of what we see on Mail Tester or wherever we check it, it's going to be best to start with that. Because again, if like you said, if your open rates aren't that aren't that high as you expected, then and you're getting those dangerous emails coming back and people are rejecting your emails, that's probably that's kind of a sign that your emails aren't getting to where they need to be because you're probably on the blacklist.
My open rate is around like 6-7%.
Okay.
So
right.
I don't know.
Yeah, no problem. No problem at all.
This is frustrating, man.
It is, and I definitely do understand the frustration. Like I know I've worked with some of you guys here, or actually if not most or all of you, and I know it can be frustrating. I know it does because a lot of things we do everything we can to prevent some of this stuff from happening, but most of it is actually out of our hands, right? All we can do is clean the list as best as we can, and once we send that email, whatever those recipients choose, that's what we have to go by. So there's like it's almost like I want to say impossible to have like no spam complaints. It's that I have never seen anything like anyone have no spam complaints because it's all in the eyes of the beholder. If someone, I mean, and to me, I know that when you're sending those emails, I mean, we do everything we can to clean those lists. We update the content. We do everything. We literally do everything we can. So I know it can be frustrating. Trust me, I know. I know. But this is kind of something that's kind of like, I mean, it just kind of goes with the territory. Like if you're a NASCAR racer, you always expect for your car to either break down or you have a flat tire or something like that. You don't want it to happen, but you know it's inevitable. It's going to happen. So
I'm looking at the rate, like the reputation it's 81%. The other one is 94%. So the numbers are pretty good.
Got you. Okay. Well, let me do this here. Let me recheck one of those. Let me go ahead and do the check again. right, as we're on the call here. And let me go ahead and get that. I think Roxanne had her hand up. So let me do that, Shamim, and then I'll get back to you, okay?
Okay, that sounds good.
Awesome. Thank you so much, man. And you don't have to be sorry for asking questions. You don't ever have to be sorry. I'm glad that you're asking questions.
Appreciate it.
Absolutely. Hey, what's up, Roxanne?
Hey, I finally got in. Thank you so much. So really quick, I needed to change my email. Had a conversation with Ben yesterday, and the email address I was using was an info one. So I did, yeah, and I didn't know that. Thank God for Ben. He's such an excellent mentor. But the thing is, I went on Workspace today and created a new email, and so of course it takes some time. So I just need I would like to get on your calendar. It won't be, it takes a few days, it has to connect. It takes 48 hours for it to connect, number one. Then I got to warm it up. So I just want your help in reconnecting this new one and
Okay.
getting that old one out. So maybe, after it doesn't have, you don't need to, it's late already. So I'm not asking you to email me today, but if you can email me Monday or Tuesday to get on your calendar for next week, put me down, please.
Oh, well, I have a question actually right now. So with the new email that you're using, is it the same domain, but we just changed the info to like maybe your name or something?
Yeah, so I decided my business has 3 entities to it. And so I'm going to keep the info for the other components of it. And for the recruiting, it needs to have Roxanne at seaporterenterprises.com. So yes, to answer your question, I still kept it.
Okay, perfect. Well, actually, we can actually go through that right now. It's actually pretty simple.
Oh, okay. I'm on my phone because
Oh.
yeah, I'm on my phone. My computer laptop died.
Got you.
So I'm on my phone right now, but we can do a calendar thing. It sounds like a 20-30 minute deal. It doesn't have to be, and it doesn't, like I said, it's going to take a few days. So we don't have to be next week. It can be the week after. I can just text me or hit me up.
Okay, no worries. Well, you know what? I'm going to do this here. So I will do maybe some private sessions next Friday, right? Because that's when we're gonna do the webinar. So let's do some private session next Friday. If we can, I'm thinking maybe, I'm not sure if we would do it before or after the webinar, but let me do that. But for sure, at least we're gonna do some private session next Friday. So that's also for you too, Shamim, as well, if we still need to do that as well, because actually I just finished doing the check for yours, Shamim, and I checked some other, I did a little bit digger, I can't even talk right now. I did deeper digging, and it looks like the 4408, the .NET, looks like that one is actually that one might be okay. That one might be okay.
So with that one, my open rate is, go ahead.
Go ahead.
So with that one, the open rate, I just checked the open rate. It's around 7%. And the other one is around 6%.
Got you. Yeah. Then that makes sense if that one is higher than the other one isn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I did a little bit digger. I can't even talk, man. Forgive me. I had like one Reese's bar today to eat, so.
You probably need some water. You probably have dry mouth.
Oh my gosh. You know what it is? It's those bees. They're freaking me out right now.
Oh.
Because I was actually on the call earlier today, and there's like a bee like just chilling right here on the wall.
Wow.
While I was on the call, and I didn't even know it was there until I finally started like buzzing around. I was like, "What is that?" And it was like chilling right there. So I was like, "Oh, okay, yeah, no, yeah." So,
I'm sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
No, you were saying something. So you said you did a little digger on the second account.
Oh, the digger, yes, the digger. Oh my gosh, I did a little deeper digging. Yeah, and the .com looks like the .com is the one that looks like it's burnt, but the .net looks like it's okay. It looks like that. Let's see. Yeah, this looks like the volume just a little bit low. You've been sending almost about 300 a day, it seems like.
Yeah, around there.
Yeah. No, that's about it. I mean, to be honest with you, I actually, it's so funny because we're not funny, but it's just crazy that we're running into these scenarios because actually I was working with another recruiter and they sent almost, I think it was 336 emails, right? Just 336, one blast, and got one spam complaint.
Wow.
Right. And they cleaned their list out. I believe they did. I believe they cleaned their list out, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, but however, just with that low amount, they got one spam complaint. So that's what I'm saying. It's apparently 2022, people are getting really serious about their emails. So that's why it's super crucial for us to clean this as much as possible, as clean as possible, because I just don't want anyone to fall into those traps or those spam. I mean, there's not much we can do once we send the email, right? It's all in the eyes of the beholder. So they can mark it as spam, which I find it kind of weird that people mark it as spam. It's just as much buttons to just unsubscribe as it is to mark it as spam, but that's why you got to be super careful.
So should I delete my Allpro account for the .com one?
That is up to you unless you want to use another domain.
Because if I use another domain, then I don't want to have anything to associate with this domain. You know what I mean?
Right.
To start off brand new, just like I did it with the .net.
Yeah, even with the .com, if you were to use the .net and replace the .com with the .net, you've gotten the same results that you're getting right now with the .net. Having a new account doesn't make a difference.
No, I'm talking about having a new domain because the .net is a new domain.
Right. Yeah. So you said if you want to delete the account for the .com.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. If you delete the account, oh, you mean not cancel the? Okay, yeah. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like delete the whole .com account with Allpro and all that, because you're saying that one is toast. Just like how I created a brand new account for .net, like starting another account basically.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. The .com account, you don't need to delete that account. You don't need to cancel that. You just need to replace the domain.
Oh, just needs to replace the domain?
Yeah.
So now if I get a new domain, I'm going to have to warm it up, which is going to take another month or so.
Yeah.
Jeez, man, I'm in this. Yeah. I'm anticipating myself being in this situation right now.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, I feel you, man. I feel it. I do. I really do. And it's really like I see you doing everything. You're doing everything you can. You're cleaning your list. It's just it's tough.
So is it better to purchase a few emails and then warm them all up and have them just ready for when it's something like that pops up, so you don't lose any time? So you get a few of them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I know Ben also recommends like having like at least 2 or 3 just kind of like caching or warming up in the background just in case.
Right.
Yeah. I have 6, you guys. Just listening to all of this, I just went ahead and did 6.
Wow.
Because I cannot, time is money, right, Shamim?
Yep. Exactly.
So that's just what I did in case of failure. But because we're so new, I'm so new, that it's almost inevitable that I make a mistake and do something, right, to the domain. So I just went ahead and I'm warming 6. Wow. I have been warming 6. Yeah. Anyway, something to consider.
Oh, well, no, thank you for that input. Yes, for sure.
I like that.
Yeah. Because you're always going to have some ready. You always have some ready. Yeah.
I'm about to go with Zoom Info, man. Screw all this.
Yeah.
I'm so fed up.
I mean, I've heard Zoom Info is the way to go, but it's really expensive.
Yeah, I know. That's the thing.
Yeah, I've heard it was pretty expensive, but I did hear that it was the way to go. Once you get there, yeah. Well, I think that kind of wraps it up. If anyone else have any questions, if not, then
see if you can set me up for Friday too on the your free day for letting people have a moment of your time.
On Friday, yeah, for sure, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yep. Absolutely.
Sign me up for real, Tommy.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah.
Got you.
I'm gonna have to warm up six account right now. So
yeah.
I'm gonna need all that stuff in there. Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
For sure. Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Did anybody else have any questions before we wrap up? I'm going to assume no, because I can't see any hands raised. So I'm going to assume no. If you do have a question, go ahead and unmute. I'll give it a second. Nope. Okay, cool. Well, thank you so much, everyone, again, for joining. Obviously, I can't do this without you guys. So thank you so much. Thank you for the feedback. Thank you for the input. Just, I really do appreciate you guys. I mean, it's such a pleasure working with you guys, meeting all of you, learning. I mean, it's so great. So I really do appreciate that. And please keep the feedback coming. Keep letting us know what you guys need, and we'll keep doing our best to keep adding them as quickly as possible, because we're going through and we want to make sure that you guys are a success, and we want to help you guys with your success as much as we can. So any feedback that you can give us, feel free to post it in the forum under the features and suggestions request. Just go ahead and post it in there. Let us know what you think should be added or what we can improve on. Let us know, because all the feedback is definitely helpful. So thank you so much, guys. Really appreciate you joining in today. Hopefully I'll see you next Friday. Not, then thank you again for joining. I really do appreciate maybe the Friday after that. However, thank you so much. This is recorded,
Tommy.
so you see it on YouTube. Thank you, guys. I hope you have a great weekend.
You too.
You
Have a
too.
great weekend.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Goodbye.